Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numithrandor, and it turns out we were not too late to meet with Hyetta, who looks oh so very much like Irina, the daughter of poor Edgar. Comes complete with the blindfold, and she seems to be clad in the attire of the Finger Maidens.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hyetta, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a Finger Maiden.
I see. Very well. I have no other use for these, so you may have them.
Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the Fingers be upon you.
I assure you that giving you that and allowing you to eat it is anything but kind.
You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the Fingers be upon you.
I can guarantee you the Fingers have not blessed me, nor shall they. Alright, looks as though she's moved on. And that means that we need to go looking for her, because there are several steps to this quest. Fortunately, I have done this all before, so I have some notion as to where to go to find her. Unfortunately, it's not all that far. I believe she'll be found here in the Purified Ruins. Incidentally, I do believe that the Shabriri grape that I'm missing, as you need 3 Shabriri grapes and 1 fingerprint grape to finish her quest. I have 2 of the regular Shabriri grapes. I have the fingerprint already for killing Vike in the Evergale, but I believe the last Shabriri grape I need can be found within the ruins. It's just a matter of finding the hidden chamber. And, of course, I do need to locate Hyetta as well. Though she should be somewhere around here, too. So, let's see if we can locate her. But first, let's get rid of these hangers-on. I did mention that now that I have access to all of the smithing stone bell bearings, that I would go a little out of my way to improve my arsenal. And I started that with the Godskin Peeler and the Knight's Twin Blade. And I've developed a couple other weapons that we might make use of on our travels. Oh. Ugh. I did not mean to trade with the doggo. Get the Taker's cameo back on. And now that I'm thinking of it, I can use the rotten winged sword insignia now. Probably don't need the Godfrey's icon anymore either, but... Now, I did equip my Godskin Peeler for bleed damage. Let's see. Oh, let's see how this works out. Successive attacks restore HP. Admittedly, I was kind of hoping that would be the effect of Melania's Great Rune. But no, it isn't. It gives you a pseudo regen effect, similar to the regain system of Bloodborne, but it just doesn't work out nearly as well in this game as it did in Bloodborne. I wonder if that's because they wanted to not give Melania the single best rune in the game. Or if they thought that true Bloodborne regain would break the balance. Probably a mix of both. No, that's quite enough lobbing magic grenades at me, thank you. Then we have more prawn down there. Ay. No sign of Hyetta. Although I could very easily have just missed her. But I haven't found the Shibriri grape yet either. Ah. Spoke too soon. Should be down here. Little blighter was hidden away. So, 2 fingers heirloom. And there's the Shibriri grape. So, let's read. For the 2 fingers heirloom. A talisman engraved with the legend of the 2 fingers raises faith. Fingers cannot speak, yet these were eloquent. Persistently did they wriggle, spelling out mysteries in the air. Thus did we gain the words of our faith. What a wretched thing that is, in truth. Well, speaking of wretched things, let's have a gander at what a Shibriri grape is. A yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. The surface is shriveled, and the inside is squishy, not unlike a large, overly ripe grape. Give to the blind maiden to guide her to the distant light. Ay. Yeah, like I said, I'm not doing her any favors by giving her these to eat. And then we have the fingerprint grape. eyeball of the night Vike, inflamed yellow, seared with a repulsive fingerprint burn akin to those that marred his entire body. If offered to the blind maiden, it will lead her to the source of the distant light, allowing her to become a finger maiden. It is a pity that she will not serve the 2 fingers, but rather the 3 fingers. And she will become a servant of the flame of madness, the fire of frenzy itself. Quite a bit of overkill that was. Yes, I only mentioned half of the build I've got going at the moment. I gave the Godskin Peeler a bleed effect, and for the Night Twin Blade, I went for Frost. Trying to get the full benefit of both at once, with a rapid enough attack string to hopefully get off both effects consistently. Now, on the one hand, I'm doing well, slaughtering all of these enemies quite easily. On the other, I'm not actually seeing whether or not the Godskin item, the Swaddling Cloth, will actually do what I hope it will do. That, of course, being giving me HP on successive hits. Just as I would increase damage, thanks to the Sword Inheritance Talisman. I have not found Hyetta. Damn, does it feel good to wipe out enemy groups like that. Now then, Hyetta should be near the Purified Ruins, but I don't remember precisely where. Okay, we have a stake of Marika. Oh. There she is. Wonderful. I was beginning to worry that I would have to look up where to find you.
Hello? Is someone there? Would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light, and when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel the light in the back of my eyes.
Well, I can give you yet another grape, though I assure you this will not do you good.
You're not like the others who give me grapes, are you? They rest their trembling hands upon me. Howling wordlessly, they gently stroke my eyes. Their frail fingers, emaciated. Yet still, they give me the grapes. But you seem somehow firmer.
I am not a craven nor a madman, such as those who otherwise would give you these things. Alas, I am cruel, and my purpose is evil with you. The only solace you have is in knowing that I will destroy the flame of frenzy and deny the lord thereof. I shall not become their Elden Lord. What little comfort that may give you.
You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
Well, I'm going to kill the prawn and then come back for you, Hyetta. Alright. Now then. Is there a grace closer to her? As I am a fair distance from the other one, but I'll look for a minute, see if I can spot one, but no, indeed, it seems that I'm simply going to have to reload the area by returning to the Lake North Grace here. It is rather interesting what foresight and foreknowledge does to quest lines like these. If there were any doubt concerning the doom that Hyetta faces, well, knowledge dispels doubt. Looks like she might have moved. But I will check all the same. It does not cost me much in the way of time or effort to do so. Yes, indeed, she's moved on. Visions of madness. Indeed. Now then. If I remember correctly, her next stop will be the Bellum Church. And here we'll be able to offer her a third Shabriri grape. The final of the normal variant. After this, true madness begins. Church with the icon of Radagon. And a whole bunch of golden centipedes. So, now to find Hyetta. I'll rest here just in case she hasn't loaded in yet. of rump. Alright, she doesn't seem to be up here, or I just haven't spotted her yet. Nomadic merchant there. Miriel, pastor of vows. Nomadic merchant again. Okay. Grace indeed. Yep. Let's see if we can get Torrent. Nope. Didn't quite go straight on. Well, we're up here, but not seeing anything or anyone. Oh. Oof, best be careful. Otherwise we will ride right off the side of a cliff. Okay, just a moment. Looks like I will have to consult my guide after all. Ah. I see what my mistake was. It's the Gate Town Bridge. That was the next place on the list. I jumped ahead one step. So, my apologies about that. Of course. Oh, the Gate Town Bridge. Oh, hold on. No, wait. I think I may actually have missed this grace. So, we're going to wander about a little bit. See if I can't find it. Okay. I believe what I'm looking for should be right around here. Can you tell that I've only ever done this particular questline once? Ow. Okay. Cleared the way above this path on one of the previous episodes, but then neglected to ever pass through it. Hello there, spirit. I'm afraid that all are now barred from Rea Lucaria. So you are not alone in your damnation. So yeah, this was the one I missed. What a splendid view it gives you, too. The academy itself, as well as the lesser Erdtree. Ah, and over here is Hyetta at last.
Hello? Is someone there? Would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light, and when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel the light in the back of my eyes.
You may indeed have one.
Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. That aside, I wonder what Shabriri grapes really are. Delectably tender and sweet, yet searing. What a sight they must be to behold.
And now for the cruelty to kick in. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but you've been eating human eyes.
No. That's not possible. Not all of those people. Their own... So those noises I heard were... Sorry. I'm alright now. Don't mind me. I apologize. You only did as I asked. I'll be fine. Think no more of it.
I wish that I could think no more on this.
I apologize. You only did as I asked. I'll be fine. Think no more of it.
I can't really blame the poor girl for that reaction. I don't imagine I would fare much better learning such a thing. And I have to wonder who it was that set her down this path. Because frankly, I want to murder them. To put them down like the rabid dog they are. For subjecting this child, this young lady, to this monstrosity.
Ah, is that you over there? I've gleaned something very important indeed, thanks to you. The reason why it was eyes I had to eat. The distant light is far and frail, so faint it can't be seen by the naked eye. But with everyone's eyes together, it appears. Finally, it all makes sense. I'm certain now. I will be a finger maiden. I've gleaned something very important indeed, thanks to you. I'm certain now. I will be a finger maiden.
I see. I suppose that would be the only recourse. The alternative would be to abandon your path entirely. And down that path, madness lies. How could you justify having devoured so many eyes if nothing came of it? And now I believe she should appear in the Bellum Church. As ever, my knowledge of the story and the game's events, both a blessing and a curse, because sometimes I remember one step, but end up forgetting the in-between. Ah, there you are, Hyetta. I didn't believe you would be hard to find here, which is why I was confused for such a long while back there.
Oh, hello. Is that you over there? Have you ever heard of fingerprint grapes? They're special grapes which only grow on those who've been clasped by the burnt fingers. I would truly love to try one. The distant light seems far closer than before, but I can't sense a thing from the usual grapes anymore. Please, could you donate a fingerprint grape to me? Without one, I don't know. I feel like I might go mad.
You have no idea what you are asking for. But yes, you may have a fingerprint grape. The very last to be given by Vike, who was embraced by the Three Fingers.
Oh. A fingerprint grape. Tried and true. What a wondrous thing. A fingerprint grape. Oh, how sweet. Yet, how it burns. Thank you. I've composed myself again. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I'm sure I'll be a finger maiden. Thank you. I'm sure I'll be a...
I see. Aye. Honestly, if I were not going for completionist's sake, I would not do this to Hyetta. Or anyone else, for that matter. But I feel I must. I desire all the rewards that may be gleaned on one playthrough. Which is why I am still rather annoyed with my failure to get the magic... the magic scorpion talisman, I believe. And now, if I remember correctly, we can find Hyetta here at the end, in the very domain of the three fingers. But yeah, I went after the magic scorpion talisman, only to get so revolted with Seluvis and what he intended to do to Ronnie that I made a mistake and actually messed it up by going too far, advancing Ronnie's quest too far and getting Seluvis killed, and thus robbing myself of the scorpion talisman. One of the better ones too for mages, the magic one. I was halfway tempted to restart the whole playthrough over that, to be honest, but I was already too far. And I'll be able to get it on a subsequent New Game Plus run anyway. But now, Hyetta, we find you at the end.
The flame of chaos has nestled within you. Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden.
To make you my maiden. I find it rather tragic that despite what we're about to do, Hyetta does not appear again to guide us the way that Melina did. That all we do is consume her.
Oh, it burns. My eyes, they're melting.
Now what have I done?
Thank you. I have touched them. The words of the three fingers. As your maiden, allow me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures, and births, and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed must be returned, melted all away with the yellow chaos flame, until all is one again.
That I will not allow.
Those who gave me grapes howled without words, saying they wished they were never born. Become their lord. Take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, and melt it all away. As the Lord of Chaos, no more fractures, no more birth.
The frenzied flame seal and the frenzied flame stones. What vile heresy is this? I see now why Melina abandoned us for taking this path. Frenzied Flame Seal. Formless sacred seal bestowed by the Maiden of the Three Fingers. Enhances incantations of the Frenzied Flame. This seal is the mark of the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Scales incantations using strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith all together. So, could this actually make this particular seal the mightiest of all of the seals, if your stats are high enough? Well. I would have to do some number crunching on that, but... Yeah, this is one of the more horrible side quests you could do. Because if you just left Hyetta alone, she would still be alive. Whereas now... now she burns. And I don't actually have anything positive to say about this. This is just plain evil, this was. So, my next course of action is going to be to get my revenge on the Three Fingers. And remove and purge myself of the Chaos Flame. But to do that, I'm going to need to slay an ancient dragon. None less than Placidusax himself. So, until next time, I've been Numithrender, and as always, if you have enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.